This is East Africa, the Great Rift Valley, a land in constant upheaval. The flamingos and baboons here at Lake Bogoria live in harmony. They share this landscape and all it has to offer. They may not be compatible. But in the midst of Bogoria's bounty, they can afford to be indifferent. In July, after a successful breeding season, nearly 4 million flamingos gather along the seams of the Great Rift Valley. They clog the inlets and crowd the local residents. The baboons who live here all year round can't help but take notice of the sheer numbers of new arrivals. Some baboons have never seen this many flamingos before. And some of them don't know how to behave. There are so many birds at Bogoria that they trip over each other in order to escape. Baboons are meat eaters, but this is something unusual for baboons. Choosing between fruits and flesh is a simple matter for these meat eaters. Until now, such an orchestrated attack on flamingos has rarely been witnessed or recorded. The graceful wading birds become a buffet of pink feathers and crimson flesh. The young have discovered a new taste, and they like it. Perhaps this is nature's coldly indifferent way of restoring balance.
Highly adaptable and omnivorous, baboons face less competition over resources.
Baboons eat anything, and they are capable of living in deserts and tropical forests alike. And this is key to their overall adaptability.
Baboons in South Africa's Cape Point Nature Reserve have pushed the adaptation envelope even further. Tourist Nick Chevalier caught their unusual eating habits on camera.
They're incredibly intelligent baboons. I was watching.
The first noise I heard that made me nervous was a really heavy breathing. Like some big creature breathing, like checking me out and kind of walking around the rock a little bit. Suddenly it all came back to me. I guess hours of watching wildlife programs that baboons can roar like lions. They were agitated. I'm assuming it was because I was there. They started kind of fighting with each other. They weren't so curious. They were just kind of angry.
Gunnar wanders into new territory. It's the home range of a large troop of Chakma baboons. The Savuti coalition has preyed on this colony, and the sight of Gunnar puts the baboons on high alert. An alarm bark signals the male baboons to move in on the cheetah's position. Gunnar is too thirsty to care, but he should. This male has 4-inch canines and powerful jaws. Gunnar's never faced a single baboon in a fight. Now he's attracted a small army of them. Baboons will form mobs against enemies like cheetahs and leopards. And while Gunnar drinks, he's being surrounded. Gunnar senses that it's time to move away from the waterhole. The menace and hostility of the baboons is growing by the second. But the cheetah's retreat only makes the defenders more confident and more aggressive. The troop is taking no chances with the cheetah. It's not about turf. It's about security and the safety of their young. Gunnar decides to
We went to Kruger National Park on a bus tour. There were about 42 of us on the bus. And the one day we heard this tremendous noise. It was a big troop. There must have been in excess of 50 baboons. They came rushing past us, and someone in the bus spotted movement up in a tree. This female had climbed to the end of a branch, was clinging to her baby, and the huge big baboon was actually fighting with her, trying to grab the baby. It was terrible to see. She had no option. She slid right down to the end of the branch.
Aizo dies.
Es sind Aufnahmen einer wahrlich ungewöhnlichen Entführung. Im berühmten Kruger Nationalpark in Südafrika hat eine Pavianmutter ein Löwenbaby entführt und will es nun offenbar selber aufziehen. Diese Situation haben Touristen und Kurt Schulz vom gleichnamigen Safari-Unternehmen beobachtet. Er hat die Fotos gemacht. Wie Schulz der deutschen Presseagentur sagte, habe eine Gruppe von Pavianen das kleine Löwenbaby auf einen Baum verschleppt. Zuerst sei davon ausgegangen worden, dass es schon tot ist. Die Paviane sollen demonstrativ lieb mit dem Löwen umgegangen sein. So sollen sie beispielsweise nach Flöhen in seinem Fell gesucht haben.